that playing West will get them refocused. We jump it up and the ball goes out of bounds right in front of the scorers table. East Jessamine will be going left to right. Downey and Johnson jumping center. Downey with the tip, gets it to Mike Hanley. Hanley out front to Ryan Hager, and he sets up their offense. Back out to Hanley out front. West Jessamine man-to-man. Hager out front running the point. Over to Hanley on the left side. Trying to look inside to York Downey. It's not there. Out front to Justin Sanders. To the right to Hager. Underneath to York Downey, who goes in and lays it up for two. West quickly down court, and York Downey comes up with the steal. Ryan Hager across midcourt. Man-to-man again by West Jessamine. Over to Justin Sanders. Back to Mike Hanley. Inside to Matt Whitley on the right side. Back to Hanley. Got a 10-foot shot from the side. No good. Brian Johnson with the rebound. Trying to hit Stephen Brooks down court. He's got it. Underneath the Coker. Puts it up. No good, but he's going to draw a foul on York Downey, I believe. Now, we've seen West Jess usually a very patterned offense, but they've been able to put some pretty big scores on the scoreboard as Eric Coker was up with the first shot from free throw line, and it's good. Coker misses the second one. Ron Hager comes up with the ball for East Jessamine. Hager down court to Hanley on the right side. It's Whitley at the free throw line right. Back out to Ryan Hager out front. Over the right to Mike Hanley. Out front to Justin Sanders. Sanders drives, dumps it off to Hager under on the left out of bounds line. The ball is kicked and East Jessamine will retain possession as Sanders will bring it out the right side of the basket. Out to Hager, the three-point line. Hanley underneath to Sanders. Sanders double teamed and Brian Johnson's going to kick it out of bounds. East with an early 2-1 lead with 6:37 left in the first quarter. Sanders again bringing it in. Trying to look for York underneath, can't find him. Whitley takes it. Spin move, no good. Sanders tips, no. Johnson brings it down. 3-on-1 for West Jessamine. And Matt Whitley does a nice job of hustling back to knock that one away. Whitley trailing on the play. West with a 3-on-1. Whitley knocks it out. Sidorenko takes it out underneath the basket. Out front at the top to Zach Fain. Zach starts to drive and pulls back. Looking for Coker underneath. Can't get it to him. Back out front to Joey Sidorenko, and he's changing the play. Sidorenko drives inside the three-point arc. Circles around to the left side. Back out front to Coker. Coker loses the handle on it, but goes back and gets it. Brian Johnson now out along the center circle with Justin Sanders on him. Over to the right to Stephen Brooks. Underneath lob to Brian Johnson. Left-handed, no good. York Downey, good defense for East Jessamine. Sanders brings it down the right side of the court. Loses, he lost his, got in too big of a hurry, jumped up in the air, had nowhere to go with it, and came down with it for a walking call. Into the game for East Jessamine, Ron Harmon replacing Mike Hanley. Sidorenko brings it up court. Full court pressure from Hager. Hager gets a hand on it. Knocks Sidorenko down. The ball was loose. Coker trying to come up with it, but it's going to foul Hager. That'll be Coker's first. It's a bit sloppy ball handling that time from West Jessamine. York Downey throws it underneath. Justin Sanders bounces in for Justin. His first two on the night. West Jessamine again quickly up court. Zach Fain in the right corner tries to dump it underneath the Coker. He goes and gets it. Out to Stephen Brooks, who tries to hit Coker underneath and throws the ball away. Stephen made a nice drive, but just really threw the pass too hard for Coker to come up with. Got Jonathan Foster in for East Jessamine. Along with Mike Hanley back in. He's in with Hammond. Whitley and Urick Downey. East has come in with Alan Turner. Urick drives down the lane for two. Brian Johnson quickly back for West Jessamine. Out front on the right, dribbling around, trying to get around Mike Hanley. Can't do it. And picks up his dribble and walks. But Brian was a little not sure what he wanted to do, and that's one for each team that we've seen. And sometimes this game gets so emotionally hyped, it takes the kids a little while to settle down, and I think we're seeing a little bit of that now. Mike Hanley launches for three from the side, drills it. It's a 9-1 lead for the Jaguars. Brooks quickly up, stops at the foul line, pops it for two. Again, West Jessamine trying to beat the defense back down the court. Full court press for the Colts this time. Looks like a 2-1-2. He's finally getting across. Hammond to Whitley at the free throw line underneath Downey for two. West quickly down again. Zach Fain on the left side underneath the Coker. He lost the ball going up. Urick Downey knocks it away, and East is back down the court again. Mike Hanley driving the right side of the basket underneath to Jonathan Foster. But look, he lost the ball and got it back and laid it in for two. And Coach Flynn is going to take a timeout with a 13-3 lead. They've really been able to bowl their neck and come back strong. West Jessamine now, Ryan Johnson bringing it up across court. Tracked by Ryan Harmon over to Stephen Brooks on the left side. He's guarded by Tommy Beach, who just came in. Drives in the middle and is blocked by Beach. Foster comes up with it. Justin Sanders now has it about coming over the mid-court line. Throws it underneath the Beach. Beach kind of surrounded. Over to Hanley. Back out front to Harmon. Harmon throws over to Foster. Turner almost steals it. He picks a drive in. Oh, and it goes in. A scoop shot from Jonathan Foster. Actually, I think the crowd wanted a walk. But Foster's going to get it. Foul was on Alan Turner. 15-3 lead for East Jessamine. Foster rolls in, rolls out. Sanders couldn't get it. Turner comes up with it. Sidorenko brings it up court for West Jessamine. Sidorenko driving down the lane. Scoop shot goes in. Nice job by Joey. Again, full court press by West Jessamine. East breaks it easily. Harmon across mid-court. On the left side, over to Sanders on the right for three. No good. Harmon gets the rebound and lays it in. West Jessamine quickly down court. Turner for two. They just threw over East defense and got it in the basket. Beach now driving down over to Sanders on the right side of the basket. Has it blocked by Turner. Brooks brings it back down court. Trying to drive. Going to get a bump by Jonathan Foster. Jonathan's first. East Jessamine counters with Justin Sanders, Matt Whitley, Ryan Harmon, Ryan Hager, and Mike Hanley. Shot put up by Brooks. It's an air ball. Looks like he got touched. Mike Hanley on the other end, racing down, runs into Kuda Kagoro, loses his balance, and no foul calls. They're going to call Hanley for walking. East Jessamine with a 17-7 lead. 2:01 left in the first quarter. Sidorenko over to Kagoro, wide open for a three. No good. Ron Hager with the rebound, brings it down. Over to Hanley underneath to Sanders. No good. Zach Fang with the rebound, brings it back down the front court for West Jessamine. Over to Sidorenko, over to Johnson on the right side. Johnson drives in the lane, gets Sanders up in the air. Jump shot in. 17-9, East Jessamine with the lead. Again, full court pressure from the Colts. Hanley's going to launch another three, rolls in and rolls out. You got Kagoro and Downey underneath. Both falling to the ground, and they're going to call Hewitt Downey for his second foul. That will be the third on the team. West Jessamine now, Julian Blanton in the game. He's tied up by Mike Hanley. Going to still be West Jessamine ball. Sidorenko underneath, hits the basket. Going to be East Jessamine ball as Hager comes down with the down court. Hanley in the right side, air ball, right to Jonathan Foster, who lays it in. Just under a minute, Sidorenko left side. With Foster on, gets a pick from Johnson out front. Drives down the right side over to Zach Fane, who's trapped by Whitley and Hanley. Out front to Brian Johnson. Johnson shot up no good. Zach Fane gets the rebound, but I believe Julian Blanton is going to be called for a push underneath. That'll be his first team third. Ball into Whitley. Whitley being checked by Sidorenko. Over to Hamann. Hager takes it and gets across midcourt. Being double teamed. Whitley gets hacked by Zach Fane from behind. Looks like Matt was having some trouble coming up with the ball, but I think Zach may have bailed him out on that one. So Matt Whitley goes to the line for 2 free throws. Kudo Kagoro comes back in for Brian Johnson. 14 seconds left in the quarter. 20-19. East Jessamine, 11-point lead. Matt Whitley looking to make it 12. Shot is up. Too strong. Sidorenko comes down with it. Everybody clears out, and West will go for the last shot. Sidorenko drives towards the hoop. Backs out. Then backs right down the lane, over to Stephen Brooks, open for three. No good. Fane puts it in. It's not going to count. They're going to say it came after the buzzer. That was close. As we step out, East Jessamine leading. Yeah. We are back here at the stable as Ryan Hamann nails a three for East Jessamine, putting them up 23-9. West Jessamine again quickly back down court. Sidorenko out front being checked by Ryan Hager. Drives down the right side over to Glendon Blanton, who nails about a 12-foot jumper from the side. Blanton's first two. Sanders across midcourt. Open for three. Nobody picks him up. He misses. Ryan Hamann with the rebound. He's going to be fouled, thrown to the floor by Glendon Blanton. Glendon's first.
Fellas, number 23.
Hammond gets it in to Hager out front. Hager's going to throw it away. Trying to hit Matt Whitley on the left side of the court. Hager getting pressure from Sidorenko and Brooks. Set the teams for you. Glendon Blanton to West, Sidorenko, Thane, Coker, and Brooks. Sidorenko out front. Drives to the basket, dishes off to Brooks at the three-point line. Hammond picks him up. Brooks pulls it back out. Drives to the middle. Went to throw it to Blanton. Blanton stopped. I think he thought Brooks was going to shoot it. Now, if Glendon had kept on, that would have been a wide open layup, but when he stopped, Thane came up with it underneath the basket that was under it. Really had nowhere to go and ends up walking, and East Jessamine will take over. Sanders to Hammond in backcourt. Cross midcourt to Foster, over to Hammond. Beach in the right corner. Tries to drive, loses the handle. Brooks comes up with it for West Jessamine, and he races into front court at the three-point line. Back out front to Joey Sidorenko. Takes a three. Nobody picked him up. Thane gets a hand on to keep it alive, and Brooks comes up in the left corner for the Colts. He goes back out front to Sidorenko. He checks over to Coach Fleener, and Fleener calls number 5. Brooks over to Glendon Blanton. Back to Brooks on the left side, being guarded by Tommy Beach. Goes down in the corner to Coker. Coker out front to Sidorenko. Sidorenko drives down the floor. Got past the defense, but they're going to call a foul. I believe Justin Sanders picked up his first. Sidorenko broke clean, but Sanders grabbed him. That'll be Sanders' first, team fourth. Sidorenko underneath the basket. Trying to look for Coker. Gets it into Brian Johnson. Johnson drives to the basket, lays it up and in. Split the defense. Nice drive by Brian Johnson. Sanders to Whitley. Whitley gets it across court. Got Brian Johnson behind him. Tries to throw it. Coker gets a hand on it. Brooks comes up with it for the Colts. Underneath the Coker, lays it in. Cuts the lead to 23-15 for East Jessamine. Sanders brings it across court. West Jessamine's defense has really picked up. Sanders loses a handle on it in the double team. Gets it to Foster. Foster underneath the Whitley. Whitley muscles it up. No good. Gets his own rebound. Puts it in. It'll be a timeout for East Jessamine, as I believe Coach O'Brien, even though he's counter with Brian Johnson, Eric Coker, Kuda Kagoro, and Alan Turner. The West brings the ball down. Shot up no good. Matt Whitley with the rebound. Out to Hager. Hager down to Justin Sanders on the left side. Out front to Hager. Right to Foster. Foster drives the lane. Gets it over to Hager. Hager goes up with a shot. No good. We got a top underneath between Hanley and Turner. The West Jessamine ball. Michael Lee bringing the ball up for West Jessamine. Gives it over on the right to Alan Turner. Just gets stripped by Mike Hanley, who then kicks the ball with his foot, and Turner's going to come back up with it. Coker underneath, drives to the basket. He puts it up about 5 feet away from the basket for his 5th point. Back to an 8-point lead for East Jessamine. Foster to Sanders. Sanders gets across midcourt. Double team by Johnson and Turner. Out to Hager, to Foster. Whitley at the free throw line underneath to Sanders, who gets blocked. So Whitley picks it up and puts it in. Alan Turner blocked Sanders' shot, but it went right to Matt Whitley, who put it in the basket. Turner for 3, got it. Kind of feels like the momentum has swung in this game. Hager across the midcourt line over to Foster. Out by the horseshoe. Whitley underneath to Sanders. Sanders goes up. Layup missed. Coker comes down with the rebound. Michael Lee runs up in the front court. Over to Turner, launches another three. In and out. Coker with the rebound underneath. Lays it up. No good. Foster with the rebound. But I believe this time Alan Turner going to pick up his second foul. He's sixth on the Colts. Stephen Brooks, Joey Sidorico, and Jason Christ in for Wes Jessamine to join Turner and Johnson. As I say that, Zach Bain's going to come in for Turner. East Jessamine with Ryan Harmon, Justin Sanders, Ryan Hager, Daniel Gainey makes his first appearance, and Matt Whitley. 3:05 left in the first half. East Jessamine 27, West Jessamine 20. Gainey to the right, out front to Sanders. Sanders to the left to Harmon. Left corner to Hager, back out front to Harmon. Underneath to Whitley. Whitley makes a spin move one way, then comes back the other, throws up an air ball. Brian Johnson with the rebound. Sidorico quickly down court. Nice pick from Jason Christ. He screened one of the Jaguar defenders off, and Matt Whitley trying to come over and block Sidorico's shot. So we'll go to the line for two shots. The left-hander, senior point guard. First one's up, dead center. 27-21. East Jessamine with the lead. Sidorico trying to bring West Jessamine 1 point closer. No good. Justin Sanders brings it off for East. Over to Mike Hanley. Hanley to Hager. Hager across court to Gainey. Gainey finds Hanley underneath and launches a three. No good. Another air ball for East Jessamine, and West Jessamine's going to take over one more time. Lyndon Blanton coming in for Zach Fain for West Jessamine as Sidorico brings the ball up court. Crosses the timeline, gives it over to the left to Brian Johnson out front. Johnson on Gainey. Drives to the basket, loses the handle. Gainey comes up with it, and Brooks steals it from behind. Stephen Brooks brings it across court. Drives to the basket, about 10 feet away, finds Jason Christ underneath for two. Nice drive by Brooks. Drew the defense to him, dumped it off to Jason Christ. Got a wide open layup. East Jessamine trying to get the ball up court. Knocked out of bounds by West. Still going to be East Jessamine ball. Harmon looking to throw it in. Foster is checked in for East. In for Whitley. Inbound pass stolen by Brooks. Layup no good. Got a hand on it. Looked like Ryan Harmon got a hand on it. And bothered Brooks on the layup. Harmon over to Hanley. Hanley drives to the basket. Going to put it up. No good. Doesn't go in. Jason Christ. Hanley nails the first one. His fourth point of the night. Zach Fain back in for Glendon Blanton. Hanley's second shot is good. Matt Whitley checks back in for Ryan Harmon. Sidorico slowly brings the ball up court. Over to Johnson on the right side. Fakes giving him back to Sidorico. Drives down the right side. Looks like he's going to be called for a foul. Matt Whitley, his second. Well, East Jessamine starting getting some foul trouble. Downey and Whitley, your two of your three starting inside players now has two. Coker coming in for Christ. Tommy Beach coming back in is going to come in for Whitley. 1:25 left in the first half. East Jessamine with a 29-23 lead. Ball's thrown into Sittering. Sidorico going to the line, 1 for 2 on the evening. First one is good, so I get the bonus. Sidorico's got a chance to cut the lead to 4. East Jessamine still on top, 29-24. They've led the entire first half. Sidorico bouncing. Shot up. Perfect. 5 for Joey Sidorenko. 29-25. East Jessamine with the lead. 1:24 left in the half. Sanders gets it into Hanley over to Hager. Hanley gets it across court over to Tommy Beach. Hager knocked away from him by Kuda Kagoro. Kagoro could not save it in bounds. Hager getting ready to throw it in. Gets it to Sanders at the three-point line. Sanders immediately double team back to Hager. Over to Hanley out front. Sanders has it. Goes out front. And he's going to be called for the charge. Michael Lee stepping in, taking the charge, and that's going to be Sanders' second foul. So now you've got all three starting front court people for East Jessamine with 2 fouls. Sanders, Downing, and Whitley. Stephen Brooks comes back in for Kudo Kagoro. Michael Lee brings the ball up, calls out play number 2. Lee drives the left side of the basket, puts it up, no good. Coker streaking in to get the rebound. Out front to Zach Fain, who's going to launch a 3 air ball. Mike Hanley comes up with it. Out to Foster, up to Harmon. Tommy Beach in the right corner. They're going to double team him and take the ball away. Michael Lee comes up with it. Oh, just a little too fancy for Zach Fain. Led him too much. He had Fain there for wide open layup. The young man just led Fain a little too far. Michael Lee, a 5'8" sophomore, young man who's had some injury problems during the year and is just now coming back. Jason Christ in the game for Eric Coker. Harmon into Beach. Back to Harmon. Harmon to Foster across the midcourt stripe. Hanley throws away. Zach Fain gets the ball. Gets a bump from Ron Harmon and loses the ball. And they're going to give the ball back to East, and the West Jessamine fans not liking that one bit. But Coach Bart Fleener was clapping his hands for the defensive pressure, telling his kids to keep it up. Jonathan Foster brings it into front court, the left side, layup, no good. Zach Fain with the rebound, out to Brian Johnson. Johnson brings it up the right court. Dumps it off to Stephen Brooks in the right quarter. Underneath to Jason Christ. Turn around. Hook shot. Sort of a half hook shot for Jason Christ. Goes in. His 4th point. That's the end of the second quarter. Jason trying to be the first team to force the split. For East Jessamine, it'll be Ron Hager, Mike Hanley, Matt Whitley, Justin Sanders, and Uric Downey. West Jessamine, it will be Stephen Brooks, Brian Johnson, Zach Fain, Eric Coker, and Joey Sidorenko. So both teams going back with their starting lineups. It looks like we got some perspiration on the floor before we start this. The official mopping up over on the far sideline before he gives the ball to Ron Hager. Ron Hager will throw the ball in. Throws it into Justin Sanders. Sanders immediately drives to the basket. Has it knocked away, but we're going to get a foul called on Zach Fain. That'll be Zach's second. Justin Sanders will throw it in front of the Colt Crazies on the far side of the court. Looking underneath to Mike Hanley. Bobs underneath the layup. Hanley misses it, gets its own rebound, puts it back up. No good. Hanley again with the rebound. No good again, and Zach Fain comes out with the rebound. Throws it out. Derek Coker not looking, but Stephen Brooks picks it up. Drives to the basket. Back out front to Fain for three. Buries it. Zach Fain's first point of the night, and it gives West Jessamine its first lead. East throws it away on the press. Sidorenko comes up with it. Underneath the Coker's going to lay it up and in. And the West defense continues to bother East after East originally was having no problems. A couple of quick turnovers. Whitley at the free throw line over to Mike Hanley. Hanley looks underneath to Downey. Downey with Coker on him. Gives it to Whitley. About 5 feet away. Misses it. Justin Sanders down with it for East. His layup's no good. Fain comes out with it. Gives it to Sidorenko. Hurries down court to Stephen Brooks. A three. Good. And East Jessamine's going to take a very quick timeout. 35-29. The lead for West Jessamine. The Colts in their full court press. Sanders gets it into Downey over to Hager. Hager throws right by Eric Coker and loses the ball out of bounds. Well, he got gotten by Coker. Coker just let him go, and Ryan just lost the ball out of bounds. And Joey Sidorenko will come down. Play number 2. Sidorenko out front. Over to Fain at the sun. Drives by Whitley. Lays it up and in. Fain was open at the three-point line. Whitley ran at him. Still on the inbounds by Turner. And Ryan Hager's going to be called for kicking it. Oh, that was another 2. Turner's kind of snuck in on that timeout. Sanders is going to come out for East Jessamine. Ron Harmon is in. Fain out front, gives it to Johnson around the three-point line, drives down the left side, puts it up, no good, gets his own rebound, puts it up and in for Brian Johnson. 12-0 run by the Colts. Here to start the second half. Downey to Hager across the timeline. Hanley's going to launch a three, good. (39-32). West Jessamine with the lead. See if that'll stem the tide that the Colts have put on here. East Jessamine can regroup. Sidorenko out at the top of the left side near the Colt Crazies, and Coach Fleener's going to call a timeout. Very unhappy. Sidorenko running what he wanted them to run and having to burn that timeout. And you have to figure these games have almost always been close, and you'd like to have some timeouts down at the end of the game. And you don't want to burn one at this point. Ball goes into Coker. He's being double teamed by Whitley and Downey. Over to Turner. Turner drives to the basket. It's no good. Eric Downey comes out with the rebound. Out to Ron Hager. Hager down court to Hanley. Hanley on the left side brings it back out to Hager. Out front, Hanley. Left side drives towards the basket. Throws it to Downey. He wasn't ready for it. Brian Johnson steals it. Drives to the basket. All the way for a layup and good. Hammond for East. Up to Whitley. Whitley looking for someone to pass it to. Over to Hammond. Finally gets it across court to across the timeline to Hanley underneath the Whitley. Whitley spin move no good. Hanley comes down with the rebound and puts it in. Hanley with all 5 this half for the Jaguars. Brooks slowly bringing it up for West Jessamine. Gets it across the timeline. Underneath to Johnson going to the basket. Johnson just ran right by his defender. Comes up with a layup with the pass from Brooks. Downey takes it to the rack. East beating West Jessamine that time down the floor. Zach Fain's going to pick up his third. That's going to be the first player in the game with 3 fouls. Downey with only 6 points. Got off 6 of those early. Free throw bounces out and bounces back in. Downey trying to hit the second one. Takes a couple of dribbles. Eyes the basket. Lets it go. It's good. His 8th point. 43-36 West Jessamine. Harlan steals the inbounds pass. Tried to hit Mike Hanley on the right side of the basket. Brian Johnson gets his feet in the way. It's going to be called a kick ball. It will stay with East Jessamine. Harmon trying to get it inbounds, gets it into Downey, who's knocked away by Coker. Ball's knocked around. Harmon comes up with it. He's guarded by Sidorenko over by the sideline. Hanley outlift, gets it to Downey. Downey with Coker on. He's going to drive to the basket. Puts the shot up, but I believe this foul is going to occur out on the court. It's going to be called on Eric Coker. Coker, a big, strong kid underneath. Harmon underneath. Downey underneath the basket, shoots it way over the basket. And Brian Johnson with the rebound, down court to Brooks. Brooks back to Johnson. Johnson drives underneath the basket. Layup no good, and Jonathan Foster comes up with it. Foster dribbling up court. Trying to hit Justin Sanders, knocked away by Brian Johnson. Over to Johnson, Coker, Sidorenko for West, for East. Harmon, Downing, Sanders, Mike Hanley, and Jonathan Foster. Try it again. Gets it to Sanders. Sanders over to Foster. He's wide open on the right side for 3 and got it. Foster with 9 points. 43-39. West. Brooks tries to make a 3. It's no good. Foster with the rebound. Ryan Harmon now with it. Picks up his dribble in back court. Gets it across court to Downey. Downey into Sanders. He's being guarded by Brian Johnson. He's going to send it out front to Harmon. Over to the left to Hanley. Back to Harmon. Really in this set, with these players on the court, East really does not have a true point guard with Ryan Hager not out there. Foster out front, guarded by Kagoro. Underneath to Downey. Downey Coker checks in. Sanders out front, drives to the basket around Brian Johnson and lays it in. Back to a 2-point game. 43-41 West Jessamine. Brooks drives to the basket, right side, no good. Downey comes up with the rebound. Kagoro almost takes it away from him, but he hangs on to it. Foster drives down the left side of the lane, and he is going to get hammered by Joey Sidorenko. Ron Hager back in for East Jessamine, replacing Mike Hanlon. 2:36 left in the third quarter. 43-41 West Jessamine. Gives it underneath to Sanders. Basket is good. And they're going to call Brian Johnson for a block. And Coach Fleener is not happy with that call. And he's asking the official to explain it. Not going to make him change his call, but Sanders will be up, trying to give East Jessamine the lead, and he doesn't. Falls off. Brian Johnson with the rebound. Michael Lee brings it up court. Brian Johnson standing in the horseshoe out front, gives it back to Lee on the left side. He now dribbles to the right. Finds an alley, and he's going to get hammered by Uric Downing. That will be his third. That's a huge foul. Immediately, Jonathan Foster, number 4, held up his hand like, yeah, I fouled him, trying to maybe get the foul changed, but the foul will go on Downing, his third. Michael Lee at the line, no good for the first free throw. Tied at 43, 2:19 left in the third quarter. Uric Downey comes out. Matt Whitley in for East Jessamine. Jason Christ replaces Eric Coker for the Colts. And Brian Johnson's going to switch places with Alan Turner. Lee dribbles, eyes the basket, puts it up, no good, off the backboard. And Matt Whitley and Justin Sanders both going for the ball for East Jessamine, knock it out of bounds, and it's going to be West Jessamine basketball underneath their own basket. Mike Hanley in for Ryan Harmon. Lee gets set to inbounds, gives it to Turner underneath the basket for two. Somebody got lost underneath for East on the out-of-bounds play, and Turner comes up with an easy layup. East across the court, Hanley, right side to Whitley at the free throw line. Underneath the Foster is wide open for an easy two. Jonathan's 11th point. East with really some token pressure on West Jessamine. Lee, left-handed dribble across the timeline. Being checked by Ryan Hager, is going to drive it to the basket. Lee's shot blocked out of bounds. Going to go back to West Jessamine. The West Jessamine fans wanting a foul. This time he can't get it to Turner, but Brooks is open for a three and misses it out front. Whitley comes up with the rebound as East Jessamine races down court. Whitley blocked off by Turner. Hager thinks about a three, comes back out. Throws the ball away. Foster tries to come up with it. Back to Hanley. Ball's knocked around all over the place. Hanley's going to throw it away. And Hager's going to take timeout going out of bounds. West Jessamine made an 18-9 run in the second quarter to get within two at halftime. Then West came out and scored the first 12 points of the second half to go out to a lead, but East Jessamine slowly got back in it. Justin Sanders loses the ball underneath. Whitley comes up with it. And we got a tie ball. Whitley and Jason Chris tie up under, and so we're going to put full court pressure on West Jessamine into Turner. Back to Johnson, over to the right to Sidorenko. Sidorenko to Johnson, looking for somebody to come help him. Gets it across the line to Brooks. Brooks all the way over to the right side to Sidorenko. Drives around and puts up a shot that's no good. Jason Chris gets the rebound, loses the ball out of bounds. Chris got the first rebound, put it up, Miss got the second rebound, and is going to get fouled by Matt Whitley. That'll be his third foul, and Tommy Beach is going to come in for Matt Whitley. And again, the foul trouble starting to sneak into East Jessamine's side of the field. Underneath to Johnson on a alley-oop, and it's good, and he's fouled. They ran the call out of bounds, and Johnson came right down the middle of the lane on the alley-oop. Puts it in for two. The foul is on Tommy Beach, who just came into the game. Johnson can give West a three-point lead and doesn't do it. Free throw no good. Sanders down with it to Hammond, to Foster. Beach underneath all alone. Nice look by Mike Hanley to find Beach, just standing there by himself. West quickly down the floor. Beach. Foul. Oh, I thought they were going to call a foul on Tommy Beach. He came from behind to block Brian Johnson's shot, but they're going to say the ball bounced off Brian's shoulder. Going out of bounds and giving the ball to the Jaguars. So East Jessamine with the ball. Beach with it, getting double teamed by Sidorenko and Chris. Now Sidorenko was sitting at a wide open layup because there was nobody between him and the basket. Instead, Mike Hanley's going to shoot two free throws. The first one's good. And Michael Lee's going to come in for Sidorenko as Hanley nails the other free throw. Gives East Jessamine a 49-47 lead with 29.1 seconds left here in the third quarter. Now I think the discussion is going to be, it was a jump ball, whether they change the possession arrow or not on this. because of the technical. Jonathan Foster will take it out as the Colt Crazies try to put the hex on him. Foster into Sanders. Back to Foster. Foster drives down the lane in the corner to Hanley. In and out for a three. Hanley had a nice open shot. Turner with the rebound. Johnson brings it down court. Finds Brooks in the corner. Almost throws it away. Brooks saves it. Tries to go inside to Chris. And we're going to have a jump ball. The East Jessamine basketball. I think the discussion is going to be who gets the ball. The official pointed to East Jessamine. And it's going to be West ball. I guess what they're explaining to Coach O'Brien. The possession, I believe, had already been called in East Jessamine's favor when the technical was called. So this possession will go to West Jessamine. 8.8 seconds left. East Jessamine 49, West Jessamine 47. Zach Fain and Eric Coker in for West Jessamine. They've got Brooks, Fain, Coker, Johnson, and Turner. That is good in the offensive lineup as West Jessamine can put on the floor. Brooks trying to find somebody. Finally gets it into Fain with Sanders on him. Launches a three from the corner. Air ball. Coker gets it back. Throws it into Turner. Turner puts it up. No good. Foster comes up with it. But he's going to be out of bounds. We are back at the stable, the home of the West Jessamine Colts, as they play host to the cross-county rivals East Jessamine Jaguars. East Jessamine with a 49-47 lead. They trailed by 10 at one point in the third quarter as West Jessamine came out with a 12-0 run to start the half. But East Jessamine climbed back in it and will start this quarter with the ball. Hanley, the shot along the baseline for two. Hanley continues to play well for the Jaguars in a 4-point lead for East. Brian Johnson slowly brings the ball across. It's being checked by Jonathan Foster. Takes it straight down the lane. Foster is going to be called for the foul. Johnson with 8 points. And he got it in the third quarter. Turner throws it into Brooks. Brooks fakes Hanley into the air, but can't get the shot off. Fain out front. Fakes Sanders. Drives around him. Drops in about a 10-footer. Nice runner by Fain. And West again with the man-to-man pressure. Still by Coker. Layup. No good. Downey with the rebound. For East Jessamine out to Hager. Wow, you got to take advantage of that. That was a wide-open layup. And Fain is just going to pick up his fourth foul half a court away from the basket. And Michael Lee is in for Turner. Sidorenko back in for Fain. As Mike Hanley goes to the line to shoot 1 and 1. Hanley's first shot is good. East Jessamine improved as the season's gone along. As I say, Hanley misses. He goes out of bounds. Downey's going to go over Coker's back and knock it out of bounds. It'll be West Jessamine ball. Brian Johnson to bring it in, and East back to their full court pressure. All alone, nobody picks up Stephen Brooks, and that's about as easy a two as you're going to get. And the East Jessamine defense went to sleep. Hager across the line. Sanders will pop a three. No good. Downey gets the rebound, kind of tips it to himself, goes up, puts it in, and he's fouled. Eric Downey with nice work on the free throw line. On the rebound. Foul will be on Coker. It'll be his third. Downey now with 10. Been hampered by foul trouble the last 2 quarters. Matt Whitley getting set to check back in for the Jaguars. Downey's free throw, no good. Michael Lee brings it across court. In front court. Throws it right to Justin Sanders of East Jessamine, who then palms the basketball. Sanders is saying that he dribbled off Ryan Johnson's foot. That's why it rolls it into Joey Sidorenko. And Sidorenko makes the play call and brings it across the midcourt stripe. Throws it to Johnson. Johnson fakes, gives it to him. Stephen Brooks is out front for three. Stephen Brooks' 10th point. His second three of the second half. And we're all knotted at 54. Hanley finally comes up with it. Tries to get up to Downey. It's stolen by Brooks. West Jessamine comes the other way. Brooks drives the basket. Throws it out to Sidorenko for three. Can't hit it. And York Downey comes down with it for East Jessamine. Ryan Hager gets it across to Ron Hammond. Throws it into Whitley. Whitley makes a move to the basket. And he's going to be fouled by Stephen Brooks. That's Brooks. It's only his first. And it's going to be 1-1 for Matt Whitley. Jonathan Foster getting set to check in for the Jaguars. He's going to come in for Matt Whitley. As we got perspiration down and Stephen Brooks for West Jessamine. Hammond, Downey, Hanley, Ryan Hager, and Matt Whitley. As Whitley's free throw is good. 55-54 Jaguars. Whitley's second free throw is good. 56-54 Jaguars. Whitley's 7th point. Foster comes in for Whitley. And East Jessamine. Man-to-man press. Full court. They try to run Brooks long, and this time Hager goes with him. Brooks got an easy one not that long ago. Turner finds Sidorenko on the right, tries to go underneath the Coker. Coker goes up and gets it. Shot from about 5 feet, no good. Garrett Downey comes up with the rebound. Gets it over to Ron Hager. Hager looking up court. Gets it back to Downey, goes back to Hager. Cross court to Jonathan Foster. Foster being checked by Coker. Coker knocks it away and takes it away from him. Eric goes in for the layup. No good. Goes out of bounds. It's going to be... I believe they did a nice job of getting the steal, but he couldn't hit the layup. Foster, no good. Now, as long as it's not a 1-1, that is 2. That was the 10th foul on West Jessamine, my mistake. Foster trying to hit the second one. It's no good as well, but Justin Sanders gets the rebound for the Jaguars. Puts it up and in. Gives East Jessamine an 8-point lead, 58-54. West Jessamine quickly down court. Joey Sidorenko calls out the play. Gives it to Brian Johnson at the horseshoe. Gets a screen from Coker and drives straight to the basket right by York Downey. 4-2. I think York just decided to let him go with the 3 fouls. Hager trying to hit Justin Sanders down the sideline and throws it into the crowd for a turnover. And West Jessamine can tie or go ahead if they hit a 3 here. 58-56, 4:35 left in the fourth quarter. Johnson over to Turner. Turner underneath to Sidorenko. Sidorenko dribbles out front, loses the ball, and Justin Sanders comes up with the breeze. Hits, tries to get it to Ryan Hager. Hager has it knocked away back to Hanley. Hanley back to Hager. Foster is bumped by Turner, no foul call. Back out to Hanley. Hanley, Sidorenko on him. Spins in the lane, pops up his jumper and hits it. Hanley with a nice spin move into the middle of the lane. About 8 feet from the basket. Buries the jumper, and it's back to a 4-point lead for the Jaguars. Johnson drives right down the lane. Nobody picks him up. Foster now knocks it away from him. Downey goes to the floor. Johnson goes to the floor. Coker goes to the floor, and we got a tie up. 3:50 now left in the game. 60-56. It's looking to throw it back in bounds. Throws it underneath. Basket to Brian Johnson. He puts it in. He's fouled. It's maybe on Ron Hager. Hager and Sanders were both there, and it will be Hager. His second. Johnson using his body. Brings West Jessamine within two at 60-58. Johnson will go to the line. He's 0 for 1 there tonight. It's good. And it's a 1-point game. 60-59. Urick Downey back in for Jonathan Foster for East Jessamine. Sanders, Hager, Hanley, Downey, and Whitley for East Jessamine. For West Jessamine, Brooks, Sidorenko, Turner, Coker, and Johnson. East having some problems bringing it up. Knocked away, but Sanders comes up with it in the front court. Drives to the basket, no good. Gets his own rebound, loses it. Downey comes up with the rebound. And Downey's going to get fouled. Looked like Sanders might. Downey's shot is good. .61-50 left in the contest. Downey's second shot is good. East Jessamine 62, West Jessamine 59. Brian Johnson slowly brings it up court, calls out the play. Gives it to Fain underneath to Brooks. Brooks gets it up and in. Had to make a couple of fakes to get around the defenders, and Cleaner, West Jessamine coach, has a couple of last-second comments for his team and sends them out. Man-to-man. Full-court press for West Jessamine. Gets it into Hanley. Hanley over to Hager in the middle of the court to Willie, who throws the ball away. I think he was expecting Ron Hager to come up. Johnson gets it into Brooks in backcourt. Brooks gets it back to Johnson, who then hands it back to Brooks, and Brooks brings it across midcourt. Brooks gives it to Johnson on the right side. Back to Brooks in the corner. Brooks drives, finds Coker underneath, who lays it up and can't get it to fall. Justin Sanders comes down with the rebound for East Jessamine. Sanders brings it across the line over to Whitley. Whitley out to Hager. Hager to Hanley underneath to Downey. He's got a wide open layup. They got West Jessamine chasing him that time on defense, and they lost Downey underneath. And he nails the layup. 64-61, 2:30 left in the fourth quarter. East Jessamine with the lead. Brooks, three from the corner. No good. Downey comes down with another big rebound. And Alan Turner's going to go to the free throw line shooting turn. That was Alan Turner's fourth. Urick's first free throw rims back in, replacing Matt Whitley. Downey hits the second one. 3 out of 5 this quarter. Makes it 65-61, 2:15 left. Sidorenko brings it up for the Colts. Jonathan Foster just all over Brian Johnson, throw it in. Finds Sidorenko out, three-point stripe, and he nails it. Just kind of clawed over the rim, but it went in and counts. Closes the lead to 65-64, almost a steal by Brooks. Coker almost comes up with a steal. Hanley for three the other way, no good. Sidorenko with the rebound for the Colts. Colts looking for the lead. Trail by one. Sidorenko drives to the basket, puts it up and in, and he's fouled by Matt Whitley. What a shot by Joey Sidorenko, the left-hander, making a right-handed drive and just kind of leaned around Whitley. Banked it up off the glass and it went in. Sidorenko now tries to give West Jessamine a 2-point lead. It's up. It's good. 60. East Jessamine brings it in. Sanders into Hager. Being checked by Brooks. Back to Sanders, who's got Zach Fain on him. Fain with 4 fouls. Sanders over to Hanley. Back to Sanders. Underneath to Downey. Partially blocked by Johnson. Johnson brings it out for the Colts. 1:30 left. The Colts have a 2-point lead underneath the Fain. Back out. Turner for three. No good. Coker tries to get the rebound. He can't get it. Fain gets the rebound, and he's going to be fouled and puts the shot in. Puts the shot in, falling down, and is fouled by Urick Downey. As you can tell, the West Jessamine fans are going absolutely bananas. Fane falling, made a fake. Gets hit by Uric Downey, and as he's falling down, puts up. So Fane trying to give West Jessamine a 5-point lead. They lead 69-65. Fane's free throw, no good. Ryan Hager comes up with it for East Jessamine. Crowd wanted to walk as Hager goes to the floor, but he got it off to Downey. Back to Hager. Hager brings it up across the midcourt line. West Jessamine comes up with a steal. The Fane lays it in. Big steal by Fane. 71-65. Under a minute to go. East Jessamine trails by 6 as West Jessamine is taking the lead. Sanders drives to the basket. Puts it up, no good. Knocked away by Fane. Ron Johnson comes up with it for West Jessamine. Now East Jessamine's got a foul. Brooks gets away for a layup, misses it. Uric Downey comes down for the rebound after Mike Hanley. Jaguars go the other way. Hanley over to Hager, back to Hanley. Launches for three. In, rims out. Jonathan Foster with the rebound for the Jaguars. Back out to Downey. Downey underneath to Sanders. Sanders fakes, puts it in for two, and East Jessamine's going to take a timeout. That's some sloppy ball handling by. Looking to inbounds it. West Jessamine having some problem. Finally gets it into Sidorenko. Sidorenko is going to be fouled by either Hager or Hanley. They were both there. It's going to be on Ryan Hager, his third. So Sidorenko, who is 4 out of 5 at the line tonight. If he hits both of these, it's going to put East Jessamine in a very difficult situation where they're going to need 2 threes. But this is a 1-and-1. The left-handed Isaac puts it up and swishes. 72-67. Makes it, it's a 2-possession game, and we're going to have a timeout. I believe West Jessamine gets set up for his second free throw. Dribbles, eyes, and shoots, and it's good. 73-67, West with the lead. Sidorenko puts pressure on Hager. Hanley's going to jack up a long three that's no good. Fane gets the rebound, and he's fouled by Hanley. That'll be Mike's first, but 9.2 seconds left. 73-67. That's going to probably about do it for the Colts. Zach Fane will shoot 2. That will be the double bonus. Fane dribbles. Lets it go. Swish. 74-67. Fane gets ready for a second one. Gets some orders from Stephen Brooks and he gets back to the line. Fane shot. Swish. 75-67. East gets it down in a hurry. Downey for 3. No good. Brian Johnson comes down with the rebound and he's going to dribble out the clock. And the West Jessamine Colts have done tonight what no team has done before in this series, and that's pull off a split. And they continue their momentum. They played awfully well. I believe that's 8 out of the last 9 that the Colts have won in this streak, and they continue to build towards March, much like this team did last year. And you got to give it up to Coach Fleeter and his staff. His kids stayed in it early when it looked like they were going to be blown out of this gym. They've done a really nice